Hello, my name's Lola and I'm just going to do a little tutorial today about how to make a cushion cover, as that's what I'm doing to try and keep busy during the lockdown, and hopefully you guys will enjoy doing it too. Just to bear in mind, when you are picking your fabric, if you use something like silk, like I've used an orange silk because I love orange, but just do bear in mind it is quite hard to sew with if you're using machine. The easiest fabric to use with this kind of stuff would be cotton, anything with no stretch in it. Step 1, you will need 2 pattern pieces. I'm labelling them A and B. So A will just be a square the size of your cushion, and B will be the same as A, but the height is a bit different, so it's 3/4 shorter in height compared to A. I hope that makes sense. The photos are there to help you. When you are making your pattern, you just have to remember to add a seam allowance around it. So with this one, I'm adding a 1 centre seam allowance around all of the pattern pieces. So now that you have your pattern pieces, you are ready to cut them out. So pin A and B onto your fabric, and with B you want to cut 2 of those out. So you can either cut it on the fold or you can just do 2 separate cuts of it. So now that you've got all of your pieces cut out, which would be 1 piece of A and 2 pieces of B, you want to hide the raw edges on one side of both B's, if that makes sense. Hopefully it'll make more sense in the photos. So what you want to do is just do a 1 centimetre fold and then do that again, maybe use an iron to press it down, and then pin it in place and then stitch along, and that's it. Next, pin the fabric together so the right sides are facing each other. The B rectangles are to be pinned, so one is attached to the top and the other is attached to the bottom, and they will be overlapping a bit. So now all of the pieces are ready to start sewing, and the next step is to stitch down the seams. It can be the same colour as your fabric, it can be a contrasting one like I've done. So that's the next step for you guys to do. Just make sure that you are stitching all the layers down, because there are 3 layers that you're sewing over. You're nearly there now. Cushion cover is nearly done. You just need to trim the corners so when you turn it inside out, it won't be pointing out so much. And once you've trimmed that, you'll be able to turn your cushion cover inside out and it's all ready to go. I hope that was a bit of a fun afternoon for you guys, and yeah, best from me.